Today I'm talking to Brad from Healthy Life Essentials. Brad works with people who want to improve their health by focusing on the absolute fundamentals rather than complicated programs and supplements. So, morning, Brad.
Yeah,
Can
thanks,
you
Liz.
can
Thanks very
you
much for
tell
having me.
us a bit about yourself and how Healthy Life Essentials began?
Yeah, absolutely. So back in 15, cast the mind back to 2015. Wife and I had a miscarriage. I was working as a diesel fitter just out of Mackay in Queensland. And I got the news via email that the wife had a miscarriage. So, um, yeah, with that, we've um, got over um, the pain that went with that. Um, but my engineering mind needed to know what caused that miscarriage. And through lots of trial and error and a lot of dead end roads, through that journey, we ended up finding an iridologist, which gave us a lot of insight and info. And that information was delivered at the point of time of consultation. So, um, yeah, with that evolved into a few lifestyle changes that we implemented, and yeah, shortly after, we were able to have a bub that was free of any health concerns or
Wow.
um, anything like we had before. So, but with that as well, my energy and clarity and um, functionality and everything just went through the roof. And now at this point in time, I was just like, man, I need to help people with this. I see so much suffering around that. Yeah, I need to share this stuff with people. Um, so that's what gave birth to Healthy Life Essentials.
Yeah. That's great. And I guess that's our shared philosophy. Right at the very base of it, that's our shared philosophy is helping people, is that we want to help people by doing what we do.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. So
So your philosophy is based on what you call the eight pillars of health. Could you tell us a bit more about that?
yeah, so um, basically we're looking at the body and understanding what the body's trying to do. So it's got an inbuilt ability to look after itself. So um, if you're raising your eyebrows at what I'm saying there, think of your hair grows by itself without your conscious input. Your heart beats without your conscious thinking about it. Um, so there's many operations going on without us consciously having to put an input in. So with that thinking in mind, um, if we can give the body the conditions that it's looking for, do we need to focus on too much else? The trouble is that in the world today, there's so many poisons that we're not sure what poison is and what poison isn't, and what we think is a treat or what sometimes we think is good for us is not. So yeah, that's what gave birth to the eight pillars of health. So to quickly run over the eight pillars in particular, and they are in order of importance. They are Each one is important, but as we go through, you'll see why each one's so important in the order. So we got number one is air, breathing. Very important to breathe properly. Most people are stressed out. With that stress comes a different style of breathing, which is much more shallow. The body's not going to get the oxygenation and the waste removal that it needs through that correct breathing pattern. So we go right into that. Second one is water, hydration. So we can get our water from fruit, veggies, um, also just plain filtered water. Same thing again, can be contaminated heavily, so we need to do some work and research on an implementation of filtering the water in the right amount based on your body weight. Third one is sunshine. So we're not scared of the sun. We actually get out in the sun for short periods of time, and that allows the body to make vitamin D, which
Mm.
is super important. So all diseases are all showing low vitamin D. So low vitamin D is um, the most deficient, or As a world population, it's the most common deficiency. And Simple Sunshine gets a handle on that. Number 4 is whole foods. So we're looking at eating real food in its close to natural as possible form. Our body knows what to do with it. It's not a poisonous substance that the body has to try and handle and make safe. So whole food's super important. We spend a lot of time with clients on that and getting that dialed in properly. Next one's movement. So, basic exercise, stretching, moving the body so the lymphatic fluid, which is basically your waste system, it has a chance to move and clean. That system doesn't have a pump, so we need to move. So walking's one of the best things we can do. Next to that, number 6 is rest. So everybody's getting around stress these days. Too many things to do, not enough day to do it in. So we need to schedule in that time and maybe look at priorities, what's important, what's not. Distraction is more prevalent than ever. So we need to come back, prioritize, reset, and rest. Number 7 is relationships. So, if you have a toxic relationship, family members or friends that you can't quite move on from, or significant other that has sort of morphed into a toxic type relationship, that's going to impact your health big time. So we dive into that as well. And number 8 is passion. So, what are you here for? What are you here to give? What are you here to learn? And everybody's got a specific set of gifts and talents that they're here to share. So we dive right into that as well. And through cleaning up the physical body, a lot of times, if people don't know that passion and mission will reveal itself and come in and develop that and then share it.
Yeah.
So that's the 8 pillars very quickly, but
it's fascinating, and for me that does really wrap up everything in your life, doesn't it? And the other thing actually that stands out to me is when you said the body can heal itself, and that is something that we say. It's something that Graham just hammers all the time, is that the body can heal itself if you just give it what it needs to be able to do it. It can do everything itself. It has all those automatic processes, and it has healing, and it can do it itself. Yeah. So why do you think it is that so many people struggle with their health these days?
Well, number 1 is just the vast amount of information out there. So you've got people that are trying to sell products, and a lot of people form their belief around health and habits and that based on marketing. So, and especially with marketing, it's whoever's got the most money wins to spend on marketing. So it's like, I won't mention any brands, but you need to come in and ask yourself, okay, what's the truth, what's not? Do your own testing. By the time you do that, your life's nearly over. So you need to tap into people that aren't too rigidly tied to a profit and are here to genuinely help. And you can feel the people pretty quickly that are genuine and not genuine. But the trends, the major trends across society, most of them are wrong and incorrect. It comes down to, well, in my case in particular, I had to do the work, and as I was doing the work on myself and I had no one helping me, I was just reading the books at the time. But as I was doing that work, the body responded pretty quickly, and I knew I was on the right track. So, to have someone holding your hand is just so much more powerful because we've been through that journey ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. So just to help people cut through the noise that's out there, because it's deafening. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's absolutely deafening.
So, so, so if someone actually like tried to really focus on one or two of the pillars, would that work or
Absolutely.
yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. So as they're numbered, first one air, breathing, second one water. If you learn to breathe properly, um, that that's going to bring more oxygen into the body. It's going to expel more waste as well as you breathe out. And then the water side of it, most people. I was talking to a lady the other day. She drinks 1 cup of water every second day.
Wow.
So
Okay.
most people, based on their body weight, sitting around 3 to 4 liters. Um, so the cells in the body, they can recognize when there's not enough water in the system, and they'll lock down and they'll hang on to what they've got. But as they're doing that, they'll get toxic because they can't get rid of waste. So it's, yeah, if you learn how to breathe correctly and start taking in the correct water, if you're not having the right amount of water and you're far from what you should be, there's a way to get there without, peeing all the time. But yeah, if you learn how to breathe properly, implement the right amount of water, filtered and everything, life will be totally different. Yeah, totally different in a good
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. And to me, it's interesting that food is actually further down your list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what number was food at?
Food's number four.
Food's number 4. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
and breathing is number 1.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Immediately
breathing's, yeah.
breathe.
So as far as energy goes, 2 o'clock afternoon slump, that sort of thing. If you're wanting energy, the quickest way to get it is through the breath.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not eating a bar of chocolate or having another coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's sitting down and doing a breathing exercise, and that's going to bring that energy
Yeah.
quicker than any food could. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's interesting. So which one of the pillars do you think is the most overlooked? Which one do people struggle with the most?
water's a big one. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially, yeah, this time of year with the cooler weather.
Mm,
Um,
I find
people,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
struggle to
um,
drink water in the winter. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't struggle,
um,
but I have to have it a little bit warm.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, the food can be a problem too. Sometimes people can be addicted to their old habits, and some of the foods are designed to be highly addictive. So,
Mm,
um, yeah, we need to keep a close eye on that, and um, that's where the weekly check-in is really good. So I can see where people are sort of starting to wobble before they derail fully. I can pull them back on track again before it becomes a problem. But um, yeah, it's like any addiction, and it's food can be like cigarettes or like a heavy drug addiction. So
yeah.
we need to treat it as such.
Mm,
So it's, yeah, but it's yeah, it's understanding. Once most people understand um, the things that have created that addiction in the first place, it's easier to move away from it, and then we
yeah.
build new addictions, healthier addictions.
Yeah, it's so true. I know. I've actually I've always struggled with bread. I've recently given up bread. And even though I have been gluten-free for many years, I still just love to have, in my snack, if I wanted something, I would go and have a piece of bread with something on it. That was my snack. I was bread all the time.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, so I can really understand that addiction, the addiction thing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Breads.
So um, so what is it? So, what do you think is the biggest concern with our modern diets?
Yeah. We're moving away from the food that we've been given to eat. So, um, everybody that I see has digestive problems, and the processed food is one of the biggest causes of digestive problems. So, someone comes in and they say, "Oh, look, I've got constipation, brain fog, all the things." It's like, well, particular brain fog, we're not going to address anything in the headspace. We're going to fix the digestion first.
Yeah.
So it's there's a lot of education takes place with um, getting people to understand. Okay, what is harmful and what is helpful, and once they get a handle on that, then we got to move through the addictions of it. But yeah, everything's sort of designed to be cheap, um, addictive, um, and readily accessible.
Mm.
Um, whereas the food that we're meant to eat, um, in the beginning, because you've got to break that old cycle of going through a drive-through or something like that. Now you've got to go home and prepare stuff yourself, and your old habits might not be supportive of that. So yeah, we need to come and support there. But once you're through that transition phase, then you realize, oh, it's actually easier.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
once you've moved the addictions, you've built the new way of working, new way of living. Um, yeah, when you come back to that food that we're meant to eat, it is the original fast food,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
your taste buds change, and your body feels better,
I do.
and your clarity comes back, and your memory comes back, and you can remember names and phone numbers and stuff. Just rattle it off.
Yeah.
So the payoff is so much better than any junk that you'll ever eat in your life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I have definitely been through that journey myself. And
Yeah.
yeah, gut health is just so important.
Mm.
Um,
Correct.
and yeah, just like it's not that hard. It's just sticking to whole foods, getting away from the processed foods and the numbers, and just buy real food, buy vegetables, buy meat, buy, whole real food as it comes from the farm.
Correct.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And if you can grow your own, even better,
Yeah.
because then there's a connection there to the food that you've eaten.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and building the soil and building the microbial life in the soil, and yeah, which is similar to the bacteria we've got going in our digestive system, so which is essential. So yeah, if it just brings so much more. Yeah, it's very grounding. Yeah, so
It is.
a lot of people are stuck in their heads, so um, yeah, it brings you back to center again, and yeah, you connect it again. Whereas you pick up something out of the shop and you don't know where it's come from, where it's been, how it's been cooked, how it's been treated, and all that matters. So
Yeah.
if it's something you've grown yourself, you're in control of it. If you've treated it with chemicals, that's going to be a problem for you. If you haven't, and you understand how to work with nature, with basically the same principles as what we're healing the body. If you take those principles and apply it to the garden, it works as well. So we're focusing on making sure the system is healthy through correct nutrition.
Yeah.
So if you're giving the plants like your products, you're giving the plants the nutrition that they need. Now they don't need chemical pesticides and all the other rubbish, because they've got the components that they need to fight off any of that attack.
Yeah.
And the plants will become resistant to that because they've got the right input that they need to start with.
Yeah, that's right. It's it's one planet and we're all connected, aren't we? We all very much work in the same way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
it's the more you get into it and the more you realize it's just absolutely fascinating, and that side of it really fascinates me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Um
it's
so so do you think that, so obviously both of us think that people are not eating enough nutrient dense foods. And of course, this is the other thing, like for me, the other thing is supermarket food. So it's okay to buy vegetables, but if you go to one of the big supermarkets and buy your vegetables there, they've been probably grown hydroponically or really quickly, chemically in the soil, grown really quick. I can't remember the exact percentage, but there is a percentage that our fruit and vegetables now are some incredible percentage less nutritious than what they were in the 60s and the 70s. So really it is a bit of a minefield, I guess, for people because, where if you're living in the middle of the city, what options do you have apart from going to the big supermarkets?
correct. That's where your product comes in. It's
Yeah,
vital. It's vital. So
yeah.
instead of taking a multivitamin, which is an extract of a lot of different things, and um, the body knows better. The body looks at that multivitamin and goes, "That's not in nature. That's not a nature-made thing, and I'll treat it as a poison." So a lot of times it'll just get flushed out. It never actually gets absorbed,
Yeah.
or it'll cause more problem to the digestive system, more inflammation, or
Mm.
um, more aggravation. So um, that's why the seaweed's so awesome, because it's just the seaweed dried, cut down, powdered, and here we are. And the body looks at that and goes, "Yep, understand what that is. I know that," and put it to work straight
And
away.
yeah, yeah. And that's exactly right. And seaweed, it's the most incredible. It is the most incredible thing just simply because of the way that it grows. It is completely different to anything else on the planet. Probably the only thing I think that is actually similar are mushrooms. So they are in
Mhm.
a little world of their own as well. So seaweed it's not a plant and it's not an animal. It's in a whole different um, um, section of nature of its own. And mushrooms and fungi are the same. And both of them are incredible for health.
Correct. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, thyroid health. But yeah, the seaweed's got the complete profile. So it's your B12s and all this, everything's in it.
Yeah.
So
144 nutrients.
yeah,
Try and get that in a multivitamin, hey.
it's never going to happen.
Just can't. No, no.
So yeah, the takeaway that I tell everyone is like, look, nature's already provided the answers. So if you can tap in to what nature's provided for us and feed that to the body, you won't have any problems.
Okay, so Brad, how did you first come across Seagreens?
Yeah, I was searching the internet really hard for a clean source of seaweed. So part of the recommendations that I give to people, seaweed is incorporated into it. And the last batch of seaweed of um, the dulse that I had plastic fines all through it. And I
Um,
was like, "No, this isn't acceptable. I need
wow.
better than this."
Okay. Yeah.
So, so that's what led me to an internet search, and I saw your website, and um, I think it was the version before the one you've got now. But yeah, I was just reading the story in the background, and like, these guys know what they're talking about. I need to deal with these guys. So
Yeah.
that led to a phone call, and away we went from there. So um, yeah, really happy with the product. Um, yeah, really happy to connect with you guys too, because yeah, on the same page, and um, same mission and everything. So it was one of those um, situations where Grace has played a hand. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's true. Yeah. And like we do definitely have a connection there, and we have shared goals and everything. And yeah, you're just the sort of person that we love working with. We love, we're a bit picky who we we're a bit picky
yeah,
who we work with. We don't like working with the multinationals and the, big corporations and stuff. We just we want to enjoy what we do. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So so what was it that actually what was it that actually made you go looking for seaweed in the first place? Why were you taking the first one that you found that had the plastic in it?
Yeah, yeah. So in particular, um, you've got the nutritional component. So just like we were saying before about um, if you're ever going to take a multivitamin, this is the approach to take. So we're looking at boosting the clients and my own nutrition up, um, but also for thyroid health as well. So we're looking at the iodine content in the seaweed, and we're using a natural form of iodine to clear the radiation that can build up in the body, and that the body channels it up and stores it at the thyroid. So that natural source of iodine can help clear that radiation out. And yeah, anyone that knows about thyroid health, it's a big thing. Yeah. Endocrine system, basic controlling of the body. Super important to have a clean thyroid and correctly operating endocrine system. Otherwise, you've got all sorts of problems, and you won't know why. Um, so yeah, seaweeds are a crucial part of maintaining the health of that signaling system that's built into the body.
And it really is it's a real epidemic, isn't it, of people with thyroid issues who just don't realize, and people that are deficient in iodine as well, who don't realize that they're deficient.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Iodine deficiencies, yeah, huge.
And
Cause all
going
sorts of
back
problems.
to what you were talking about with the filtered water. So, one of the things that we've discovered is that chlorine in water actually blocks iodine in your body. So
Yeah,
filtered water is so important as well to get that iodine in.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
super important. Chlorine's a neurotoxin, so yeah, we need to stay away
Yeah.
from that as much as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Awful stuff. So, and you take the sea greens yourself, hey?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, and
It's
and so tell me about that. Tell me what you feel um
yeah,
the sea greens are doing for you.
yeah. Um, nails, um,
Yeah.
yeah, nails. Yeah, just start growing. Yeah,
Yeah.
um,
Same.
just ramps up. So the speed of hair growth, the nail growth. Yeah, a lot of people have lines and all sorts of signs showing through their nails, which is the body talking and saying, "Hey, look, there's a problem here." Um, those nails clean up. Got to make sure that the digestive system can absorb and utilize it. But if we're putting the right things in, all these things start clearing up and going away. Skin health, and it's you got to look at the body as a whole, from head to toe. You can't just have the approach of, I'm going to take that pill for that, and that pill for that, and that pill for that.
Yeah.
It's too complicated. It doesn't need to be that way. It doesn't work. You just need to come in. Look, this one product has most of what you need.
Yeah.
And as it says on the Seagreens bottle, it's not about overdosing every day. More is not better. It's just a little bit every day, so the body can see it's consistent. And that's how you win with most things in life, is just consistency.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
the same rule applies here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It's so easy to do. It's mix in a smoothie, put in your food, quarter of a teaspoon or a couple of capsules.
Yeah.
So easy. So easy.
Yeah. And it is really, it's one of those things. It's a bit like Vegemite or something. Yeah, either people seem to love the taste of it, or they can't stand it. So,
Yeah.
I guess that's why the capsules are good, because if you don't like the taste, you can just take the capsules and it doesn't repeat on you. But if you're like me and this stuff, the ruby one, oh my goodness, I can't get enough of it. I just love the taste of it. And if I don't have it on my food now, I feel like there's really something missing.
Yeah.
So
Using that, you've built a good habit, so a good addiction.
yeah, that's true.
So,
And it's a good addiction, and it's definitely an addiction. And
so
really, honestly, when I started with it, I just did it for the health benefits, and it wasn't that I particularly liked the taste. I didn't mind it. I didn't hate it, but I could have taken it or left it.
yep,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But
yeah,
it's definitely a good addiction. I love that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But you compare that to, I've got to take some form of medication that doesn't taste, or taste 10 times worse than the seaweed ever did.
yeah,
But when you're in the situation where you're taking the medicine, you're chasing the horse has already bolted. Your health is out of control, and
mm,
you're trying to regain balance. But if you take the seaweed before anything happens, or to pull yourself back on track properly, there's never any need for this. You won't need this ever again.
yeah.
And yeah, that's why the little things like the 8 pillars and that so important. All those little steps build a certain vitality in your body, and then you won't find yourself in a situation where you're chasing a nasty situation where it's already out of control. So that's why we need to be on top of that and be proactive. Yeah.
Yeah. And prioritize ourselves, hey?
That's right. That's right.
Prioritize ourselves.
Yeah. I see so many people that they well, by society standards, they're doing everything for others and give and give and give and give and give, and then they end up with a disease themselves, and they're thinking, oh look, I've done everything I can to help other people, but yeah, the truth is, well, yeah, you haven't taken the time to look after yourself.
And the best way
So
you can help other people, and especially your family, is by looking after yourself and being healthy.
100%.
People that love you,
Yep.
hey?
Yep. Yep. So,
Yeah.
if you come in and say, oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, and you just end up having a fight. But if you come in and they notice, oh, look, Liz is doing something different. She must be doing, she's different. She's happy and she's got this glow about her. What's she doing? And that's when the questions start coming, and oh,
Yeah.
I want that happiness like Liz has got.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that,
Have you found that yourself, Brad? Have you found people that like you used to work with who
yep.
who say that to you? Yeah.
hmm Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing different to, I want, how come you're smiling all the time? I used to get that all the time. It's like, no, here's Smiley, here's old Smiley.
Yeah.
And every now and again people would ask, but most people wouldn't. But if they asked, I'd tell them without a problem. But if I preach to them, the minute I preach to them, there's
Yeah, yeah,
they don't want to hear it. So
yeah,
when somebody's ready to receive the answers, absolutely,
yeah,
I'll give you all the time of day.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, but the individual needs to be ready to receive the answers. And
So that's your business. That's what you do, hey, you do one-on-ones with people.
yeah. So I
Yeah,
got one-on-ones. We did group workshops. Yeah, when the need arises. Um, but yeah, one-on-ones. Yeah, really powerful. So we do consults and we do iridology. Tie the iridology in with that, so we can identify what's coming up for each individual, so
yeah,
which systems of the body we need to support. Um, and then yeah, we can lean into 3 months coaching if that's an interest to the individual. Um, and yeah, all of the things we recommend we implement over that time. And if we need to, we can go into specific cleanses or detox protocols, yeah, whatever's needed for that individual. Yeah. Um, the people that have been through that with me so far, yeah, they're a different human being at the other side of it. Yeah,
yeah,
the smiles on their face all the time.
yeah,
Um, yeah, they've come back to themselves, and yeah, true nature's woken up again. The way they go.
yeah.
Yeah, so
It
uh,
must
uh,
be really wonderful for you. Like it must be a great thing to see that, to watch that happening and to see them come out the other side.
yeah,
Yeah,
sure is. That's
yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's awesome.
So just going back to the gardening again for a minute. So you grow a lot of your own food?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not all of it,
No.
but yeah, this time of year, yeah, we're open for the lettuces and the carrots and all the European
Yeah.
style.
Been in the tropics. This is
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is when
yeah,
we grow.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Summertime, we're into the Asian greens and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
They grow really well.
Yeah.
Um, at the moment, we got a lime tree that just won't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like picking up the eggs out of the chook coop every morning and picking up the limes, and yeah, the ground's painted with limes.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
but yeah, it's like I used to be heavy on sort of organic fertilizer and that sort of thing. I've turned all that off now, so it's just using the Seaperia product and just mix it up in a little liter spray bottle
Yeah.
and just walk around and just spray everything.
Yeah.
Spray all the
Wow.
fruit trees, spray all the veggies with that. Perfect.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And
you can see there's
you must have compost going and yeah.
yeah, yeah. So just basically our kitchen scraps. We build compost from that. So we're building the soil health and the microbial life and that. Um, yeah. And the old ibis comes through every morning and picks all the worms out of the garden for me.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Yeah.
but yeah, um, yeah. You can see the plants are just so happy, and um, there's no attack anywhere. Or if there is, it's very very minimal. So then before, I used to have to cover things up and protect from bugs, and there's none of that anymore.
Yeah.
It's just when I remember, it's probably once every 2 or 3 weeks. Go through, spray it on, um, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's made life easy again. So um, yeah, it might be a half-hour job if that. And there's what, 8 or 9 garden beds there, raised garden beds.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But yeah, it's really, really good thing just to come home to every day and ground out again, and yeah, drop the stress of the day and come back to the garden, check it out, see what's going on,
Yeah,
and
it
yeah.
is, isn't it? I read an interesting quote the other day from a fellow who studies the blue zones, and he
Yep.
said that he thought in that one of the best things that you can do for longevity is gardening.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hands down,
Dan
because
Buettner.
of just what you were talking about, and because you're producing this amazing food for yourself, and because there's that connection, and
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, Dan Buettner. The Blue Zones.
yeah, I
Um,
think that's who it
yeah,
was. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, that's part of our training is there. Blue Zone thing. They're very, very important to have that connection to the food. People don't understand how important that is.
Mm,
Um, even you're going to a restaurant and the waiter or the chef in the restaurant is cranky for whatever reason. And they've done studies on this where you have the same ingredients, um, but you've got two people cooking with the exact same ingredients. One person is, well, they're both competent. They both know what they're doing.
yeah,
One person is happy to do it, and the other one is cranky and annoyed. Take the results of their cooking, give it to a panel, and the panel can tell the difference.
wow, isn't that incredible?
Right? So
I
the energy,
haven't heard that before. That's amazing.
yeah. So
Yeah,
so the takeaway is, when you're preparing your food, and that you need to be in a state where you're happy and grateful, and
yeah,
uh, easy to say, not always easy to do,
yeah,
but yeah, um, eating and being present with your food, not shoveling it down while you're watching TV or you're scrolling on the phone, or yeah, all that stuff all aids digestion, helps digestion, or hinders it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's been
So
really terrific talking to you today, Brad. I've
yeah,
got so much out of it, and you've taught me things, and I do definitely feel inspired. Um,
yeah.
so if people want to know more about you, how do they get in touch?
Yep. So we got Facebook page. We got a website being built at present. But Facebook, you'll find us, Healthy Life Essentials. Instagram, yeah, Healthy Life Essentials. Otherwise, yeah, email and phone, yeah, contact that way.
Yeah,
But yeah, we'll have a site up and running shortly.
yeah,
Yeah,
look forward to it. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Brad. I just, yeah, I do honestly feel really inspired, and I've really enjoyed speaking to you today. And we have to do this again sometime.
Mhm.
We
Yep,
must do
yep.
this again.
More than happy to. More than
Yeah.
happy to. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for
Thank, thank,
see.
thanks, Liz, for doing the work that you're doing too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No worries at all. It's
Very
absolutely our
important.
pleasure. Hey,
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
our pleasure. Yeah.
yeah. Very good.
Okay. Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Liz.
See you
Have a
then.
good day.
Yeah, you too. Bye.